Hey guys, the Wolf Speaks here. I want to come to you today with my post-it note of the day. Now, what is that, you say? Well, let me show you. I've been accumulating post-it notes here on the closet of my office for quite some time now. You see green, pink, white, purple, all kind of stuff. Well, today I pulled off this one that says morning routine. Let's read what it says and see how we can help. Morning routine. How about gratitude? Let's start in the morning with gratitude. I put a little 3 in circle, I'm guessing, so that's 3 things I'm grateful for each and every morning. Drinking some water, maybe some green juice to hydrate, get myself some good nutrients in the body. Stretching, exercise. Coffee. Coffee is an important part of the day, right, folks? Read. What am I reading? To feed my brain and to learn some new skills, maybe. Affirm. Maybe I'm reading some affirmations on some things in my life I really want to change, because I do believe that words are powerful. Life and death is in the power of the tongue, right? So if we feed ourselves the right words, we're going to create more power and positivity in our life. And that comes back from the affirmations. What are we telling ourselves about ourselves, right? Then it's got shower, create urgency, and get on about your day. Of course, we all got to shower and brush the teeth. That's pretty important there. But creating urgency, you know, what is it? Is it maybe those top 2 or 3 things on your to-do list? Or those top 2 or 3 things that you should do every day that bring you the most benefit? Maybe it's sales if you're in the sales industry. Maybe it's productivity if you're in the office setting. Maybe it's task-oriented based on things you need to get done. And then I got 3 little notes here at the bottom. I know you probably can't read that chicken scratch, but what it says here, the bottom says scarcity versus abundance. That basically is me. I was probably listening to a podcast and he talked about that scarcity versus abundant mentality. Here's a quick example of that. Is something I've tried to teach my daughter is, you know, when you're young, right out of college or high school and you're trying to build a life, and I can't afford this. Oh, I can't afford that. Oh, I can't afford this. I've always tried to teach her to kind of rephrase that into, how can I afford it? Or how could I afford that? Because once you just start saying, how can I or how could I, you start to open up a world of possibilities. For me, it makes my mind work a little differently in that my mind's going to say, it's going to put my brain to work, right? It's going to say, okay, how can we get that money to afford that car note? How can we earn that money to go and get this new piece of video equipment I want to get? What is it that I need to do? Your brain starts to work. Opportunities start to open up around you. An idea comes to you from somebody else. You get approached by somebody for, you know, some type of opportunity to make a few extra dollars, maybe, right? That's the scarcity versus the abundance mentality. Second thing I have here is money myths. What are some myths about money? Oh, money is the root of all evil. Rich people are greedy. No. Money myth. Let's see, what else? You can't buy love or you can't buy happiness with money. Well, that's true. Can't argue with that point. But the thing about money I've come to learn is money really is a tool. It's a tool for me almost as a thermometer to see how attached am I to the money or the things that the money brought me. Or am I just attached to providing the value to other people, and that in turn will bring me the money I'm looking for? Because I think in life, honestly, you know, we don't care about dollars and money. I mean, I don't want $1 million stacked up in a corner in $1 bills. Might fill up a room, for God's sakes, with that much $1 million, right? But what I want is the stuff. I want the things that money can take care of, right? I want the new house that money pays for the mortgage and the electricity and the cable. That money's going to buy the new car that I want, or the car that I want just to travel and transport myself around and do the work I need to do, right? You know, it's going to buy the time for that vacation that I want to go on with my wife, you know, to the Caribbean or to the Fiji Islands and enjoy some relaxation time there, right? That's what money does. So again, it's a tool. So we need to learn more about money and how does money work and how can we use it to our benefit, right? That's what I'm thinking more about money in that aspect. And then the last thing I have here is most people change jobs, but they don't ever change themselves. That's another pretty simple concept, in that for anything in our life to change, we have to change first. If I'm expecting the people in my peer group around me at work to change their negative, piss poor attitudes, if that's the case, but I'm also kind of in there whining and crying and complaining with them, nothing's going to change for me. Nothing in my whole world's going to change, not acting like that. So we have to keep that in perspective. Something I think it came from Jim Rohn, I believe, is for things to change, I have to change. For things to change for you, you have to change, he was told by one of his mentors. Some good words, some honest words, and I think it's pretty strong. So think these things through, guys. What's your morning routine? Do you show some gratitude in the morning? Get yourself ready by hydrating, some stretching, exercising, reading some good information, learning some new skills, affirmations. And then, am I thinking about how I can change to make my world different and better? And do I look at what I don't have, or what I'm looking at what I do have and what more is coming toward me each and every day? Scarcity versus abundance. And then do I have a good concept and a healthy concept and relationship with money? Because the better that relationship with my wife, my children, my community, my coworkers, the better my life's going to be. So why is it any different with money? If I have a good relationship with money, then I should also have a good amount of money. I think they go hand in hand. So keep that in mind. Hope you enjoy this. Richard@thewolfspeaks.com is my email. You can find us also probably at MaximizeU, MaximiZe, the letter U, on the podcast forums out there, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, any of them. See if we got some info that might be helpful. Just want to start sharing these videos. Hope you got a little bit out of it. We'll talk to you again soon and continue to give you some information that hopefully helps you become a better person, encourages you to be stronger in your life, and just to give back to others and add more to the world than you're taking from it. Thanks so much. Have a great one.